Fire techs can inflict burning status. This causes enemies to take a % of their max HP every few seconds. Our first tech here is called Foy, and it's basically just a fireball. It continues moving forward until it hits something, but if it grazes something, it will not stop. Speaking of grazing, it's something very easy to do with free aim. Something you see people doing a lot is going into free aim mode, jumping up, and aiming for heads. This way, you can hit multiple enemies at one time without it stopping, while also hitting the head, which is a weak spot. Next we have Giveaway, which is just an AoE fire ring around the caster. You can cast this multiple times in a row, and the damage will overlap instead of resetting. Rafoy is an AoE explosion at the target location. Uncharged, it does 1/3 of the max damage of the charged version. It has very long range, and with free aim, its range is almost double that of the lock-on distance. Then there's Suff Away, which is an AoE explosion in front of the caster. It's only 1 hit uncharged, and 3 if it is charged. If you use a Talus and lock on with it, you can change the angle of attack. Nufoy shoots an arcing fireball that sets fire to the area it lands on. If it hits an enemy, it does all the damage at once instead. If used with the Talus, it drops straight down. When charged, the fireball projectile gets bigger, and the damage over time on the field lasts longer too. Lastly, for our damaging techs, we have Ilfoy, which just drops a meteor down on the field. It only does about 40% of its damage uncharged. When you are charging it, you are stuck in place, and it's the same distance if it's charged or not. Then we have the almighty Shifter, which is our offensive buff. By default, it only lasts 1 minute, and you get 15 seconds per tick. There's a few things you might need to keep in mind for this though, such as the Fire Elemental Mastery in the Force Tree does not boost its damage. It also does not boost damage on AISs, which are your little mechs you can get into, or Dark Blast when you turn into a Fouls mode. The most interesting thing about Shifter though, is that any Shifter used will extend the duration of the strongest Shifter currently in play. This is great if you have a low-level Shifter and want to contribute to the party. You can see your Shifter active in the character information menu. And that's it for the base fire techs. Feel free to check out my other tech videos as well. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.